Good morning, everyone. This is Wednesday, August the 21st, 2024. It's 10 a.m. and we have a current temperature of 19 degrees Celsius. Cloudy day, but a little bit of blue, not too much. And it's going to be a nice day out today. I think we're going to a high of 23 or something like that, so that's not bad. Anyways, you can see where I am. I'm in the Pedway at Scotia Square, and I'm looking out on the Cogswell project here, and you can see how much has been done. Look over there where there used to be a wall and all that big hill of earth is all gone now. They're working on the front here. It's going to be great when it's done. It looks like a mess right now, but I promised a few of my viewers that I would keep them updated on the Cogswell project, how it's coming along. And I try to do that every few days just so you can see how much progress is being made here. A long ways from the finished product yet. You know what it looks to me like? It looks like they're going to dig all that earth away from that wall and maybe do something with that. I don't know. It looks like it might be where that's headed. We got a lot of earth removal yet before we get to the... Be a long time before the streets open back up here, for sure. Well, I just thought I'd show you that and get a better look at it from here. We'll look out the other side. We'll look out this side and see what's going on here. See, there's where they're going to be. The street's going to be set over to that curb right there, and I guess inside there will be all the sidewalk, and out here will be the street. Yeah, and it goes all the way down to Duke Street, which is down there at the traffic light. Wow, a lot of work going on here. Anyways, I hope you liked watching this a little bit. Now I'm going to move on. That was only about 3 minutes. 3 minutes we stood around down here. So, anyways, let's go back out, and I'm just going to turn it off until I get out of the mall because they kind of frown on that in here. Okay, I walked to the other end. Now I'm going to walk back. Okay, I was just looking at something up here. I'm going to show you before I walk back. It looks like this road, instead of going up over the hill like that, what it looks like, no one's told me, I haven't got any official word, but it looks like it's going to go down through that way, and where that water truck is down there, it's going to come up through there onto Barrington. It's what it looks like. I can't say, as I said, it's not official word, it's just my own observations. That's what I think. Anyway, we'll walk back towards the city. Take another look at all this going back, and then we'll find something else to do. Oh, it's starting to, the clouds are breaking up. Look, the blue sky is coming out. It's warm. It's got a lot warmer now. Really nice out. I absolutely love this work being done. I love to see things change. I like seeing things modernized and looking good and changing changing for the better. We don't want things changed for the worse, but changing for the better. And I can tell you one thing, there's a lot of people working on this that maybe wouldn't be working if this wasn't his. I made a lot of extra work for people like truck drivers, dump truck drivers, and machine operators, and like this is a big job right here. This is these guys be working on smaller jobs and you know, not such a big deal with this one. This is like a huge project. It was a bold move by Halifax to undertake a big project like this. See that walkway over there, right beside the tall building? That's where I started this video from. I was standing in that walkway right there. We got one little piece of wall, and I think it's left here on purpose for now, because they got to have those barriers up outside in case something should fall and come out on the street. They put those barriers up. So I think that's why they haven't taken it down, because there's no barriers out here yet. So that could be it, but I'm sure it won't be staying there forever. And there's some traffic lights mounted on it and different things like that. And this light here is braced onto that wall. So they can't tear it down until they take care of all that. I don't see any signal, so I'm going to walk. He doesn't have a signal on, so I'm going to walk right too. Oh, the sun's breaking through. The clouds are breaking up. Look. Don't you love it? All right. Yes. The sun has broke through the clouds. Look at this. Nice, beautiful sunshine now. That's the woman right there that's looking for cars to put tickets on. That's what they do. That gadget she's got is really cool. Maybe the old days you used to see a car parked and they had to look up your license number and all this stuff and see who to write the ticket to. They don't have to do any of that now. They just point that at your license plate and it tells them if you paid to park there or not. And it prints out a ticket. So fast. They can do a half a dozen cars in the time they used to do one. Or maybe a dozen. Yeah, because that's a really good piece of technology they got there. I remember up in Toronto when I was younger, had a motorcycle. We used to go down Young Street, and it was a side street I can't remember what it's called now. So I think it was Elm Street, if I remember right. And we used to hang out there at night on the weekend. And there was no parking allowed there. And we'd park our bikes there. Sometimes there'd be like 50 bikes down there. And it wasn't no gangs or anything, it was just socializing. But the parking enforcement would come down there, and they didn't have this technology back then. So they started writing out. By the time they got one ticket wrote out, all the other bikes were gone. We just got on them and took off, and they were lucky they got one ticket wrote out. And then we come back about 20 minutes, park back there again. And that was how we did it. It wouldn't work now, because these things now, they just scan your plate and print a ticket. They could get a dozen in there before anybody, before the bikes all got cleared out. Yeah, we were rebels back then. We didn't do everything according to the law. And you're saying, Halifax Walker, you broke the law when you were younger? Yeah, I did. But I'm making up for it now. I obey every law now. I don't break any laws. I'm making up for my wild youth. Have to be more responsible as you get older, right? And a lot of us have a wild youth, and it's part of being young. You get you don't conform that easy when you're young. You do your own thing. But now you get older, you realize maybe this is the best way. Well, I am on Water Street, Upper Water Street, temporarily here. We're going to try something else. I'm not going to the waterfront today, I don't think. I want to find something interesting to do. But I promised somebody that I would go to the Cogswell area and give them an update on what was going on there, so we did that. We got that taken care of. Now we're going to go. Oh, here we go. We're going into the downtown again here. Somebody told me, I got a comment from somebody, and they said, downtown Halifax remind them of Boston. I said, yeah, a lot of the buildings are kind of like that. And somebody I was talking to from the UK commented on the buildings here, and I said, yeah, these buildings, a lot of these buildings look like London, some of the old buildings there. Go up another street. This is Hollis. Maybe up to, I don't know, one of the streets. We'll see when we get up here which one we want to take. There, looking back at where we just came from, down through there. All right, let's go. There's the Harbor Hopper. Missed it again. They have those in a lot of places. There's a lot more other than just here in Halifax. I've seen them in, like other people's videos, I see the Harbor Hoppers. I don't know if they call them Harbor Hopper, they probably got another name for them wherever I've seen them, but There's Boston Pizza. That looks like Boston. Oh. Am I a funny guy or what? No, not all that funny. That's what my son tells me. I'm not that funny. But what does he know, right? All right. Scotia Square, that's been there a long time. The first time I came into Scotia Square was back in the 70s. And it looked a lot different than it does now. Some of the stuff are kind of like it was, but there have been some changes over the years. But it's one of those, there's a mall in there, and it's like, the mall is like, not nearly as bustling as it should be. It should be much better than what it is. But they never seem to be able to, like the food court isn't that lively. And that's the best part in there. Most other stores that open up in there don't last. The odd one do. There's a glasses place that opened up in there. They seem to be doing good. And a few other places, but the drugstore, Lawton's Drugs is doing good. And Tim Hortons and McDonald's is doing good. But there's a lot of stuff in there that's kind of struggling, and you don't know how long they'll be there. That's kind of what it's like. A lot of stuff comes in there, and then they can't make a go of it, and then they're gone, and then somebody else tries it, and so on like that. But hopefully, when this is all done, they'll find a way to make Scotia Square more attractive. That's all I can say. It has to be more attractive to people to want to come in there. And just maybe, I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but just maybe, there's a lot of security in there, and just possible, it could be possible that their presence is a little bit too much for some people. So that could be part of it. I don't know that it is. I'm just, pointing it out that they do have a really visible presence in there. But there's a good reason for that too. There's a lot of people come in there, and I don't want to talk bad about any certain group of people, but some people come in there and they're like having a meltdown, and yelling and hooping and hollering. Nobody there, like that kind of thing. So, yeah. I don't know. It's a combination of stuff. But I'm hoping that they can somehow find a way to make it look really attractive again, and people will want to come in there. This building is coming right along here pretty good. And I am on Barrington Street, walking south. There's a picture of what that's going to look like when it's all done, right there. The tall one would be that, and the next one to it is right there. It's this building. So that's what it's going to look like when it's finished. It's getting there, slowly getting there. Look at all the leaves on the sidewalk. You know, fall is very close right now. We're almost to the end of August. Another week, we'll be to the end of August. And then will be the Labor Day. Excuse me. Labor Day. We're planning a trip to New Brunswick for Labor Day. I'm hoping I can make some videos along the way of that, of our little trip up there. And I hope what don't happen what happened last time. Last time I wanted to make videos of St. John and Fredericton and all kinds of stuff. And somehow my phone overheated and the videos got ruined. And I got home, I had one video out of the whole thing. All the other videos I had promised I was going to make didn't happen. I made them, but it's a process. It's hard to explain. But my son told me what it was. That because that phone overheated, like a video is made up of frames. Like it's like taking a picture, then another picture, and another picture, and another picture. But they just go so fast they turn into a video. Well, some of the frames are at one speed, some of them are at another speed, and they have to be all at the same speed or they don't mix good. So that's what happened. My frames weren't all the same speed, and I had a walk sign too. That car almost ran over me. He got stopped probably 2 or 3 feet from me. As a person who spends a lot of time on the street down here, I should really be more watchful of the cars, make sure that, because I don't want to get hit. That would be really bad. Break a leg or something and be put out of commission for months and months. I wouldn't be able to make my videos. Oh, that'd be awful. So I got to be careful. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I had a walk sign. I walked across, but the guy was going north on Barrington and they tried to make a turn in the intersection. And I was right there in the middle of the intersection. This block right across the street here has got a whole bunch of empty spots. And I'm hoping they can get something in there that's, oh, I gotta hurry now. I'm hoping they can get some shops in here that's gonna be able to stay. The trouble with Barrington Street, it's got a bunch of like stuff like that, things that went out of business, and there's not a lot of nice things to go to down here. Don't worry, if they get some nice things in here, I'll be the first to show it and brag it up. But right now, these are empty buildings. I give everybody a plug. If they open up a store, I'm showing it. Even the Rolex store up there. And that's going to be a tough sell because there are a lot of people in this city that can afford to shop there. But there's a whole lot more that can't. They'll never be in that store. But I hope it works because we're the only Rolex store in Atlantic Canada. And there might be one in Montreal now, maybe, probably. But there wouldn't be another one anywhere except here. Touch of Gold and Rolex. Touch of Gold store with a Rolex store as well, and it's in the one building. So, anyways, yeah, it's nice to see it here. Lower Street, I don't have a light here, I can just go. There comes the Harbor Hopper again. There's the Harbor Hopper going. So, if you're getting a little bored of Halifax, next weekend I'm making my trip to New Brunswick. And it won't be posted, it'll probably be a week or two into September before you see them, but I am definitely going to make some videos on the way to New Brunswick. Our road trip. But I gotta make sure I don't keep it on too long. I think last time I just kept my phone on too long and it got hot. And it was in the summer, hot part of the summer. I think it was June. So we will give it another try. I don't think we'll be down in the cities of St. John and Fredericton like we were before, because we're going to another area in New Brunswick, farther northwestern New Brunswick. So, but I do have to be careful not to do too much at once and have any trouble with my videos, because I want to have them, I want to preserve them. Have any of you folks seen any of the videos I made when I was in Montreal last summer? If you haven't, it'd be worth looking at, check out. You might enjoy them. And I made some the summer before that. No, even last summer. I think I made one video in Toronto. And then the year before that, I made a few in Toronto. I don't know if you saw those ones or not. Look them up. Now, anyone who is a real fan of my work, Halifax Walker, here's something to look up, okay? Because I don't want you to miss out on this. This is one of a kind video. When I reached my 500 subscribers, that was like a couple of years ago. When I reached 500 subscribers, as a little celebration, my wife and I, we both play music. She plays keyboard and I play guitar, in case anybody doesn't know that. And we made a little video. And all the pictures in it were snapshots of Halifax. There's probably about 100 photographs. And they come up, my son did this for me. They come up in a really nice way. They just kind of appear there from different angles. And my wife and I are playing 12-bar blues on the guitar and the keyboard. Okay, she got like a nice rock organ sound in the back with the keyboard, and I'm doing the other stuff. There's just the two of us, so I have to really fill in there. So anyway, if you want to see it, I think you'll enjoy it. It might last 3 or 4 minutes maybe. No more than 5, maybe less, probably less. But we did show a lot of stuff in Halifax. It took a long time to make that video. A lot of work. You'll see, when you see it, you'll realize I put a lot of work into that video. Because I had to walk around, take snapshots, not like a video, but take a picture of this, a picture of that, something else. All kinds of pictures. There must have been 100 pictures in there. And they're all put down as I play the song. These pictures keep coming up and folding down, and another one coming up like that. And I'll show you all kinds of stuff in Halifax. And it's not a moving video, it's just each snapshot coming down while we're playing. I think it's really cool. Check it out. It's called 500 Subscribers. Okay, just go on Halifax Walker, 500 subscriber video, 500 subscriber celebration or something like that. Okay, and check it out and let me know. Give me some feedback if you like the music. Okay. And the thing was, here's a little tip. If anybody doesn't know, if you want to play something on YouTube for backing, and you don't want to get into copyright issues, play 12-bar blues, because how many songs in blues sound exactly alike with the 3-chord pattern? You do that, and you can't get any strikes on you there for copyright issues. All right, enough about that. Be sure to look it up. I thought when I brought that out, like everybody would want to see it, and it hasn't got the views that some of them's got. So take a look at it. You won't regret it, honest, you won't. And you'll get to see me playing the guitar and seeing my fast fingers at work on that fretboard there. You say, oh, that's worth a lot right there. Okay, enough of that. I am almost heading into the south end here now. I was in the north end. Now I'm down the south end of Halifax. What are we going to do down here? We don't know, do we? I don't know. I'm just walking. I let my feet be the guide. I'm just walking. Wherever my feet take me, that's where I'm going. It's really muggy out here right now. I guess it's high humidity and there's cloud cover, but I don't think there's any rain. If there is, it's too bad. I didn't bring my umbrella. I left it home. I brought it last time and I didn't need it, so I left it home today. I'm on Morris Street. I've walked that recently. I don't think I'll go anywhere on Morris Street today. We'll just keep on going south for now. Okay. There we go. Across Morris Street, I'm still on Barrington. Like I say, Barrington is one of the main streets in downtown Halifax. It's just that some parts of it don't have a lot on it. That place has been there forever and it's still working good too. That's one place. When we first came here, we had a pizza there. I can say it was good. And I won't say something's good if it's not. You know, I don't like, there was a pizza place opened up on Barrington. We went in there and it was one of those thin crust. They didn't have a choice between thin crust and a regular crust. They just had thin crust. I'm not a fan of that to start with. And then there was hardly anything on our pizza, like this tomato sauce and maybe 3 or 4 pieces of pepperoni or something. It was not very good. When we left there, I said that place ain't gonna last. Yeah, my family agreed with me. No, probably not. And it's gone. That's not what people want. Some people like thin crust, but they want a choice. You want a thin crust or a regular crust, and that way everybody's happy. Not just everybody gets a thin crust. They were trying to make those pizzas as cheap as they could, hoping to make a big profit off it. And I thought they were way overpriced. So we went once and that was it. And that place is gone now. And I don't remember if I gave them a bad review or not, I'm not sure. But I probably mentioned it at least. Well, continue on down here, I guess. I know I was down to the south end not too long ago, but we'll try to steer ourselves in paths where we haven't gone too much, if I can. This is a small city, so you know you gotta take that into account. And there are always changes, like they got that building back over there. I don't know if it's going any further than that. I think I might be. I'm not really sure about that. And this other construction job down here is coming along there. So we get to see stuff like that. That's a historic site right there. They can't tear it down. Designated historic site. So once they put that plaque on their building, it's really hard to change that and tear it down. Designated historic site, that's what I think it's called. Go across while everything stopped. You want to see the hole? There we are. Pretty good size. No sign as to how big this building is going to be. I might see a picture of it somewhere there. I saw pictures of the inside the apartments look like, but I don't know if there's anything saying how many apartments is going to be in here. Haven't seen anything like that yet. Yeah, that's basically the same kind of windows that's in our apartment. Looks like that's the style now. Yeah, the screens stick right onto right there. So on the inside. The screens used to be on the outside, now they're on the inside. You push them in there and that's it. And those stoves are like, that's the exact same stove that's in ours. Same fridge. Same microwave. Maybe it's the same company. I don't know. They look like the same. Well, what should we do? I don't know. How many minutes have I got on this thing now? I got 36 plus that whatever time I spent on Cogswell. That's what we got. We'll go down another street. I'm going to show you there's a little park. As I've said before, I call these parks that's right on the corner. They're just tiny. A parkette, that's what they call them in Toronto. So I kind of think that's a good name for a tiny park. A parkette. It's not really a full park. It's kind of like a park, but it's small. So I got to show you one down here, and I got to tell you the history on it, how it got named, and all that stuff. Okay. Now I got to cross the street. I'm going to see if I can walk up here and walk down through there and come out on the next side. I probably can't. No, I don't think I can. No, so I gotta go this way. I gotta go across the street. There's no other alternative because you have to be right out in the street if I don't cross the street. Okay. All right, let's go. We don't have a crosswalk button. You got a crosswalk with no button, so you just gotta take turns going, I guess. There we go. Now let's go down to the end, and when I get to the end, I think it's English Street at the very end where it makes a sharp right. Right there's a little park, and there's a plaque there that tells how it got its name. And right now I've forgotten the name of the park, but I'll try to keep that in my mind for future reference. But I want to show it to you anyway and tell you the story about how it got named. After I get to that park, I'm not going to sign off. I'm just going to turn it off until I find another spot to do something, okay? We walked down Barrington. That was good because there's always something different. But when I get to the park, we're gonna stop right there, and I'll find something again as I walk around. I'll see something that's inviting, okay? Now we can cross back if there's nothing coming. Good. I can go right now. Got a good chance to get across. This way I'll be on the right side of the street when I get down here. I won't have to get across again. That corner can be hard to get across right there. Right where that white car just went around, right there. That can be quite hard to get across if you're on the other side. Oh, some kid lost her little ball right there. Well, this is turning out to be quite a day, for sure. I gotta get better at remembering these streets. If someone asked me where's Smith Street, I wouldn't have a clue. It's this little street right across from Tim Hortons. I wouldn't have known where that was if someone asked. So I gotta try to be more remembering the name of streets. It's a no exit street, so it's not a major street by any means. It's just a small street, but still good to know. I know I can't possibly memorize every street in Halifax. That's not possible. My wife got a really good memory, and I don't think she could do that, though. And me, not so good. My wife's memory and mine is like comparing $100 to a penny. All right, here's a little park right here. Our little parkette, right there, this area. All right, this is our little park right here. And there's a sign there. I want to show you a little bit about it. So you'll know how the name of this park got named. And there's a sign right here. So if you want to see how it got named, it's called Raymond Taavel Park. Okay, now, here's the story. He lived from 1962 to 2012. Not a long life. All right, he says he arrived in Halifax in the 90s. He brought an activist spirit with him by witnessing the suffering and discrimination of those afflicted with HIV and AIDS. A decade earlier in Toronto, Raymond tried to be the change, informed, compassionate, and giving voice to issues facing the LGBTQ community. And it goes on to tell about him like that. Then it tells you what happened. He was a native of Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario, and he died tragically here following an attack outside a Halifax bar in April of 2012 while trying to break up a fight. His death shocked Halifax beyond and bringing together more than 1,000 mourners to honor his legacy. An encased pride flag bearing tribute to Raymond is mounted at the entrance of City Hall. Next time I go by City Hall, we'll take a look for that. And so anyway, that is the story of why it's called Raymond Taavel Park. It's named in his honor. Okay? Just a tiny little park. No big deal. Few seats, table. All right, where am I going to go now? I got to sit down here and just figure out where I'm going to go. I'm turning it off right now. I'll get back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Another part of the city here. I'm on Albemarle, the street behind Scotia Square, where you have to pick up bus 5 and bus 84 on the street. Okay? And behind here is we're all showing all the construction and stuff out here that's going on with the new part they're building on the Scotia Square. I'll just show you some of that. Okay. Got a long ways to go yet before it's done. But anyway, show you that. We'll walk down Albemarle. And there's a lot of construction going on the street here too. I'm not exactly sure what all it entails, but anyway, we'll walk by it and you can see it. Maybe we'll walk down the hill. You can have a good look at what's going on down there at the same time. Another bus 5 coming. Bus 5 goes every 15 minutes here. 84 is more like every hour, unless it's rush hour. And looks like they're rebuilding the sidewalk here, making it out wider, is what it looks like. I'd say. I would say that's what they're doing, building the sidewalk wider. Well, we'll have a look at street out here and see what it looks like. Maybe walk down the hill, have a look at the construction that's going on from another angle at what's going on in Cogswell project. Yes, this is what we'll do this. I guess might as well. I'm waiting for my boss. My boss is going to be a while yet before it's coming, so I got enough chance to finish off this video while I'm waiting for the bus. Yeah, you can see right out over the harbor here. Good view from right here. So everywhere you look, construction, eh? One up there by Gottingen, the other one right here. And this would be Cogswell Street right here. And we'll go down the hill and you can see how much stuff has been done here since it started. We'll try it right from here first. Remember when you couldn't see out across there at all because there was so much stuff? Now it's getting cleared right away. We got one little piece of wall left, and I understand why it's still there, because the other side there's no barriers to stop it from falling out into the street, and there's things that have to be protected before they can take that piece out. So if you come into Halifax and you're driving and you want to go to the Halifax Hotel, this is how you do it. You can come up and come down Albemarle, or you can come here and come right up around this turn, and the driveway's right here. Halifax Hotel's in here. This is the Halifax Hotel, the roadway in. We'll walk in here a little bit. Let's get a good advantage point right here to look down on the site. This is probably the best spot we'll get to see it, right here. This is absolutely perfect for seeing the construction. Look at this. There, look at this. Absolutely best spot we could be right here. There's a lot of metal coming out of this too. A lot of steel. And things like that all piled up over there. We got that one piece of wall left, which I would think it'll be out of there before too long. You can really see a lot now compared to what you used to be able to see when all that hills and stuff was there. You can look right down now. See across the harbor almost anywhere. Alright, and this is the Halifax Hotel right here. Cogswell Tower and the Halifax Hotel. So, if you need to come up in the Halifax Hotel, you can drive right up in here, and there's all kinds of parking. No problem coming up in here to it. So you come down Barrington and you follow the street down around, and because you got to drive around that construction area, and the road will bring you right up here. So you can't go wrong. You just come follow it right around the turn, and the first driveway on the left is your Halifax Hotel. And there's a sign right there anyway telling you. Okay. Sidewalk's closed from here on down. You can't go any farther. All right, we'll walk back up the hill. We'll walk back up the hill. Now you got a good look at the Cogswell project, what is done right now. That's great. I hope that enlightens you a little bit and you have a better idea now where we're at. Got a lot of work to do yet, but there's been a lot done. And I won't come back here now for another at least 3 or 4 days. And I'm walking up the steep hill of Cogswell. That building's coming along pretty good, but they got a lot of windows to do in there and doors. All those balconies. All right, let's go up the hill. Let's go up the hill. I think I still got a few minutes left before my bus comes, but I won't wander too far away. We'll just come up here and look at this, and then we'll head back down. Okay. I will be at Brunswick and Cogswell when I get to this sign right here. These buildings are sure adding a lot to our skyline in Halifax, for sure. Really great. Great to see. And this is Brunswick Street right here. Alright, we're going to walk back down the hill and I'm going to stop and wait for my bus. Not sure what they're going to do with that yet. Looks a little rough right there. We'll see. Nice to be up this high and be able to look right down over all the construction and stuff that's down there. Yeah, it gives you a good vantage point to look at the city. And see lots of apartment buildings have gone up over in Dartmouth. Still some being built. I'm back on Albemarle, walking back over to where I'm going to catch my bus. Which isn't here yet. Better get over there and be ready when it does get here. There's your entryway. If you're going to the hotel, Halifax, to stay, there's your entryway for car parking, right there. You can park your car right there. There might even be some rentals parked in there, I'm not sure. Their street will never look the same again. Yeah, there's big changes in here. A lot of people come from the airport, take the bus in here. And a lot of people are going to the Halifax hotel. And they just get off the bus. It's cheaper than hiring a car to bring you in here. Like Uber or a taxi or any of that kind of stuff. It's easier, cheaper, much cheaper, just take the bus. You know, it could take a little longer because you have to wait for your bus and all that, but still much cheaper if you're trying to save money. You know, we might as well walk up to the other end there and look down Duke Street, I suppose. Since we haven't got much else to do, we're waiting for our bus. That's probably not a bad idea. I can wait and see what this bus is here, in case it's my bus. I need 84, we don't know what this is. No, that's bus 5, okay. I won't need that. My bus hasn't come yet. I can look at the schedule on my phone, but my phone is my camera, so I can't touch that right now. Anyway, let's walk over to Duke Street and have a look up and down the street here. Then we'll come back over. Lacewood bus 2, coming through here. I don't think it stops here. I think it just goes down the turn. That's all it's doing there. Because all we have down here is 84 and 5. That's just going down the street to turn around somewhere. There's the finished product right there, what they're building. I'll see if I can zoom up a little bit for you. Yeah, I'll try a little bit more. There we go, that's about it right there. That's the building, what it's going to look like when it's done. All right. This here is the Scotia Bank Centre, the home of the Mooseheads hockey team. This is it right here. And I'll show you how close we are to Citadel Hill. Right there. Everything is close there. You don't have to walk all over the place to get around downtown here. Okay, there's Citadel Hill right up there. We'll do that another day. Now let's look down on the city from here. Down Duke Street, and you've got Barrington, you got Sackville, you got Water Street, and Hollis. All right, that's back and we'll call it a day. Video. Okay. All right, we'll go back and wait for our bus 84, which isn't here yet. But I don't think it'll be too long. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, don't forget that like and subscribe. If you're not yet a subscriber, I'd love it if you become a subscriber. That would really help. And with that, I hope you're having a really great day. Take care, be safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. And I'll try to answer any comments without making you wait a week, okay? I got behind this week, so my apologies again for that. And I am a busy person, but I'm trying to squeeze everything in, okay? Bye for now.